Ham fam, welcome back to our channel. I'm Debbie.
I'm Darren.
And there are two clonkers out this morning or this afternoon.
Yeah.
Which are the two little ones, so it's Victor and Mishka.
Yeah.
If you guys know, clonkers are what I call them when they're in their balls because that's the noise they make.
Yeah.
Right. So I hope you've all had a wonderful week. And we are going to start you off as always with Word of the Week.
Oh, what is the week? What is the week? Boom, boom.
Yeah, I know, you need a theme tune, don't you? You write the theme tune,
Sing the theme tune. Yeah.
Right, this word of the week is peen. Basically, on a hammer, the end opposite the striking face.
Oh yes. It's
So
like the ball piece, isn't it? That you get on it.
Yeah.
You used to get a ball hammer. You
Yeah, I
got the bit
forgot about
opposite
the
it.
ball hammers because I was thinking it was the fork bit.
No, that's claw.
But that's a claw, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a claw hammer. Yeah, 'cause
So
you had the ball.
yeah.
The ball at the end of them.
I suppose more like the type of hammer you'd get in Santa's workshop. Yes, I've gone there because it is November, and as we are doing, let's say we are doing Vlogmas, as you guys know, with lots of advent calendars.
Oh, some of you know. Not all of you know, because not
no.
all of you were here last year.
No, this is true. So yeah, basically, we do advent calendars and have a wee chat while we're on doodaring them. So basically, you'll be sick of us.
Yeah, so we won't.
December.
We won't be running this through December.
No, not
because
Cwtch Corner.
Because what we do because we have the advent calendar ones, we do it every day.
Yeah, it's a bit.
So you'll get every day with us, plus you get any boxes we get come up as well.
Yeah.
So some days you'll get two. You lucky people.
We have actually made the decision that we're quite tempted with the idea of getting some, you know, that we get the odd sort of Zabby box mystery ones and bits like that. I mean, obviously our normal ones like Witch box and so on, we will unbox as per normal.
Yeah.
But we are planning on getting each other some of those for Christmas as well. So Christmas Day we can have a run.
Yeah.
In that we may have the week off to a degree, not seeing us for Cwtch Corner until January.
Yeah.
But
We've still got all November.
We still have all of November, and as you know, it's your last Friday, I think, before the prize draw as well.
It is, yeah.
We're still
tomorrow.
80 off, people. So
yeah, say good luck with that.
Still try and push it.
Yeah,
but
we only need to get 80 in one day. Good luck with that.
We're really grateful. I mean, we've basically gone for quality over quantity, really,
right,
haven't we?
Yeah.
Right. So last week's Sherlock.
Yeah. Last week's Sherlock was sheep. Sheep. To remind you what it was briefly. The landowner's sons David, Idris and Caradog all inherited a portion of their father's herd, along with the lands and tenants shepherds required to support the sheep. David, as the eldest, received 20% more sheep than Idris and 25% more sheep than Caradog, youngest brother. If I can tell you that Idris received precisely 1,000 sheep, can you tell me how many Caradog inherited?
Right, I went for my gut instinct on this,
Yep.
and I know it's probably wrong because I just couldn't be bothered to work it out, but I said 250.
Not even close.
Not even close, no.
No.
Fair enough.
We've got David's got 20% more than Idris, so that gives him 1,200.
All right.
And he's got 25% more than Caradog. So it's 25% is 5 25s. Divide it by 5. That gives you 240. Multiply that by 4, gives you 960.
Ooh.
So Caradog has got 960.
That's what you think, but is it what you know?
No, well,
It's
pretty
what
well.
you think
There we
you know. Go on then. As
we
we
got?
know, he's usually
sheep,
right.
960. David gets 1,200 sheep, as 200 is 20% of 1,000. Now x plus 25% equals 5x divided by 4. So to find x we must divide by 5/4, or multiply by 4/5, which is 0.8, as 1,200 times 0.8 is 960. Carrot dog gets 960 shape. The way I explained it was a lot easier than that.
Believe it or not, I used to be in accounts, and I mean, I wasn't too bad, but to be honest with you guys, I mean, with medication that affects my memory, with pain,
medication,
that affects your
that's what you need.
concentration as well as the medication doing so. You sort of like, I'm not making excuses. All I'm saying is I make pretty things.
Right. Well, we've got to make pretty things. Right. What have we got on here? We got Laura Bonham. Is this week Sherlock 1,250 shape? No, but I know what she's done. She's done the 25%.
Yeah.
Instead of the 20%.
But she had the 250 side of things as well.
Yeah. She had the 25%. But yeah. Journey into the realm. Sherlock sheeps, yay! Because she's got sheeps. David 1,200. Idris 1,000. Carrot dog 900. Yeah, it's close. Damn, that's a big flock of sheep. I'm thinking Carrot dog's number of sheep is wrong though, but feel too rubbish to keep it. It's a guesstimation. It's close.
Yeah, well, it's difficult with sheep. They keep running around.
That's right. We start counting them and you fall asleep, don't you?
That's right. You can blame her.
Right. We've got Pink Poodle. Oh, in the wrong place. Pink Poodle's one in the wrong place. That's the other one. That is.
Oh. Pink Poodle. What's he done to you, look?
Oh, that's it. Bye. I'll go through here quick.
See, this is what happens when you're tired.
No! Oh, I've done all Pink Poodles in the wrong place. Oh no.
No, so if you contact us...
I did Pink Poodles in.
Yeah, I mean...
Because the computer was going tits up last night, so I put those in afterwards. So, yeah.
Funny. Well,
we will say about it when we get to it.
Yeah.
When we find it,
That's
we'll
right.
get to it.
Because otherwise we're just going to be going back on
and forth.
ourselves.
Yeah.
But we know she took part.
Yeah, she did. We will get to your bits in a
Actually,
minute, Jean. We will, at least.
You and Journey have been feeling rough this week, and I know a lot of you guys have ups and downs. I mean, we're quite a community, really, aren't we?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, he's more knackered than the other one. This isn't a competition, people. We're not trying to see who's the worst follies.
I don't know. Can you imagine though if we all met up for a coffee or something? We'd be snoring before the day, before we'd taken our first mouthful. It's terrible, really.
Right. Yeah, we shall go past that bit. And
right.
Got Fruity, which is this week's one.
Ooh, who's feeling fruity?
Right. We've got.
Mysteries.
On occasion, Mrs. Hudson enjoyed presenting Holmes with some small tests of ingenuity, if for no other satisfaction than to take a perverse pride in how rapidly he was able to respond. Sometimes Holmes would pass the onus of responsibility to me, either because he deemed the matter beneath his weighty appraisal, or because of his ongoing attempts to improve my logical processes. Miss Hudson seemed scarcely less pleased on those occasions. I assumed that whatever she lost by the way of Holmes' rapier mind, she made up for by watching me fumble around trying to pester. One morning, before I'd even been able to take a cup of tea, one such conundrum winged its way towards me. I pulled myself together, looking up from my cup, and said, "I'm sorry, Miss Hudson, could you repeat that?" "Of course, Doctor," she replied. "I was weighing the fruit earlier for a crumble, and it hit me. 1 apple and 6 plums were the same weight as 1 pear, while all 3 apples and the pear were the same weight as 10 plums. So I was wondering, how many plums do you think would match the weight of the pear?" "Thank you," I said, and took a long, slow drink of tea. "What do you think the answer is?" I don't know. I'm going to have to write it down.
Yeah, I'm just going to write down a number. I could be doing craft bits. Besides, you know what I'm like. My mind's... I can follow a rhythm, and then I don't know whether you guys are the same. If I follow a rhythm, even if I'm writing it down, if my attention span goes slightly, it's gone, and then I look down at the paper and I'm not necessarily sure how I got to that position there. It's not in all things, but you know, I know myself well enough by now, so I've just written down a number. Right, so Darren, last week's riddle.
Yep. Right. Last week's riddle was, what four-letter word begins with F, ends with K, and if you can't get one, you can always just use your hands?
And the answer is, of course, fork.
It is. As we saw, Pink Poodle already got a fork.
Oh, did we?
Yeah, because that's the bit that came up on the last
Well done, Pink Poodle. If you wonder why we call Pink Poodle Jean on some occasions, it's because it's her actual name. Because unfortunately, her mother didn't name her Pink Poodle.
Yeah. Journey into the Realm, got Riddle Fork. And Sam Sargent is a Riddler Fork. It is.
We're doing well here, people.
Right, I've got Pink Poodle's captions here.
Right, okay, we'll wait for the caption.
We're going to have to go back for the captions on that then.
We'll remember. Besides the fact, Jean's a very good name. It happens to be my mother's name.
Right, here we go. What gets longer if pulled?
Ooh.
Fits snugly between breasts. Slides neatly into a hole. Chokes people when used incorrectly. And works well when jerked. This is a particularly good one, this one is something like that.
Right, can you repeat that, please?
Right. What gets longer if pulled?
Yeah.
Fits snugly between breasts. Slides neatly into a hole. Chokes people when used incorrectly. And works well when jerked.
I might have to go back to that and have a rethink. But I have written down an answer.
Yep.
Right. So that leads us to caption of the week.
Caption of the week we've got, yes. Which is this one.
So cool.
Go on then.
Right, I have got the perfect thing to store my nuts and scare other squirrels off. Or Halloween costume, done. Or does my head look big in this? Sorry, I couldn't read my own writing. Yeah, does my head look big in this? And the last one I've got down is orange is the new black.
Right.
It's not brilliant,
Right.
but
First off, we're going to go back to Pink Poodle's ones because they're going back to the other ones.
Because they is back there.
Right.
They is.
She's not her best this week. I said get off my patch.
I like that actually.
2, the agency got it wrong again. They asked for a squirrel with a death stare, not a pumpkin scare. 3, I made my own face. Does my head or tail look big in this?
See,
I'll call myself Jack Squirrel.
Oh, I like that.
And what do you mean I got pumpkin headicus?
I think my favourite out of those is definitely the patch.
Yeah.
That was bloody brilliant. Sorry, I apologise for swearing, but you know.
Right. We got Journey into the Realms.
Yeah.
I'm just looking for my nuts. Does my tail look big in this?
So you're on form, there you go.
I wonder if I can use this thing to roast me nuts. I'm sure it had fire in it earlier.
That is very clever actually, I like that.
And there we go. No, this is just part of Pink Poodle's bit. We'll try it on that. We've got it at the top.
Right.
So I did try the Sherlock. Well, the eldest brother had 1,250 shape. The middle had 1,000 shape, and the youngest 800 shape.
So was she was the same as was it Laura, Journey, or
one of them? I can't remember. That was minutes ago.
I know.
You know what I mean?
See what I mean? This is
I
why I
did try
don't
this-
work out maths.
Try to do it logically, but I think I left my Vulcan ears at home.
My sister-in-law wore elf ears
Right,
for her
and this
second
one,
wedding.
this week's one is-
Beautiful. He's a cutie, and he's
He
been on
is.
my phone for a while. He has.
Yeah.
I just will mention, you will notice a theme running through this week. It hasn't happened quite yet, but it will
Nope.
do. Where I'm concentrating on basically dragon bits, because I had
Dragons.
such a backlog of all different dragon bits, and we're only our anniversary is not until the 19th of November, but we are in the main month, and we did have a medieval wedding, so I just thought, no, we'll have a dragon week.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's a cool dude, isn't he?
Yeah. And we have got a few items on eBay now, even
Yes.
though they're selling pretty quickly at the moment.
Yeah, as fast as Dan's
Yeah.
putting them on, they're sort of going off, which is
is-
great, because it means that you know, it can go towards.
But I haven't got a bit up
bits
here
and
yet,
so on.
which is, the bit is stores.ebay.co.uk/Flight of the Dragons, all one word.
So there's not a great deal on there at the moment, because
I think there's 18 items now.
I mean,
So,
yeah.
but they're,
and so you've put,
I say they're disappearing pretty quick at the moment.
yeah, I mean we've
Just geeky bits on it at the moment.
Yeah, this is it. It is just geeky bits mostly. To be fair, it's only really going to be if we have major double ups of witchy things that we don't like.
Oh no, we've got other bits as well.
We've got other witchy stuff that we've got
I've got stuff
2s
like
and 3s and 4s.
put on there. Like we've got greetings cards
Oh
and
yeah,
stuff
we've
like
got
that.
greetings cards and things to
Yeah.
go on. Because we're also selling some stuff that we still got left over from the shop, because basically we just filled our flat with boxes, and we filled our storage bit with boxes, and we're gradually going through basically. But yes.
Yeah. But yes,
Right, so
Yeah. videos
now
posted
we
this
are
week.
on to videos posted, and I need, yes I am in the right page, good.
Yep.
Right, we have had
Yep.
a £10 clearance box.
Yep, from Box of
box
Goth.
of Goth.
Yep.
Treat My Hamster October box, and there won't be any more of those. You guys that have watched it, will always be honest,
Yeah.
but I won't be rude if I can help it.
Nah.
But yeah.
Granted, it was very difficult on this box, but, but yes.
I think the thing is with things like that, and I mean it's why I've never gone for hamster mail. I can get cheaper stuff from Packaged Pets and Pets at Home.
Yeah.
But if you haven't got somewhere like that near you,
Yeah.
or you want some things that are a bit different, and you've only got one hamster or even 2 hamsters, then it's not so bad, because at least you get a variety and it's something a bit of a difference. We've got 5, so
Yeah.
ordering from Packaged Pets and Pets at Home isn't a problem. Right, we also had, of course,
Spooky
our
countdown.
Coven 13-day Halloween box.
Yeah.
It was so good. I am so excited about the Christmas one, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
Right, we also had Zavi £15 mystery box.
Yep.
You had my part 1 and 2 of the Tinkerbell diamond painting.
We
Thank
did.
you so much for the messages on that, but we'll go into that later.
Yeah.
And we had
Works Online
mini haul, because you know how much I love the Works and
Yeah.
so on. Right, so I did 2 puzzles last week. I actually went through them quite quickly. I have done some more projects, so Darren has got a few more bits to
Yep.
do with mine on there.
Yeah.
But we are back to Witchcraft Wednesday, you know.
Yeah.
You know what I
Roughly,
mean.
yeah.
Right, so the 2 puzzles I did, both of them were was jigs. The
Yep.
first one was
Double Trouble.
Mhm.
And one on that, and that was the bit after.
It was so much fun.
And the second one was that warm Christmas feeling. Started off as that.
So they are so fun to do. I have kept
finished
my
off like
Christmas
that.
ones. I mean, to be fair, I am missing some pieces in some of them, which is a bit of a nuisance, but
Yeah, there you go.
that's just the way it is.
Yeah.
Right. So, film and TV this week, guys.
Yep.
So we have watched More Person of Interest.
We have.
You're going to get this coming up quite a few weeks because there's an awful lot of seasons.
There's quite a lot of seasons, yeah.
And I'm only watching them when Darren's watching them, which means I'm not getting through them as fast.
Yeah.
Then I watched Love is Blind season 3. I think there's one I haven't seen that's on there because it's currently putting them on.
Yeah.
I love Love is Blind. It's one of those ones that.
Yeah. So what it is,
watcher.
they're in pods, and they can't see the other person.
Yeah.
They can chat to them. They can talk to them. The idea is they talk
They
and
get to know
they fall
them.
in love with the
with
person who they are, as opposed to what they look like.
The only time they meet them is when they propose. So they propose first in the pods, not being able to see them still.
Yep.
Then the day afterwards, they might meet in real life.
Yeah.
And then they go away on this plush holiday to get to know each other. Then they move into an apartment building that is all part of the Love is Blind things with their neighbours are essentially more people on the show that have partnered up.
Yeah.
And then they go into what would be their normal life, so they either move into a place of their own already or they jointly rent somewhere. So again, it's learning about money and bits like that and how they get on. And then at the very end they have their wedding, and basically it ends with saying whether they say I do or not. And some do, some don't.
Yeah.
Some don't but continue to date. You know, it's a real wish-wash. And you get like later on things sort of thing, they bring them together a couple more times for big party things, seeing who's together and who's not and so on. But yeah, it's just light-hearted fun basically.
Yeah.
Right, so the next item is
New
Amsterdam. Now, I have watched what is available to me to watch for free on Prime, which it means I've watched it up to the end of season 2.
Yeah, it's just what's going out at the moment, isn't it?
Yeah, they have got season 3 on there, but they've only got season 3 on there to pay for.
Yeah.
And they have got 5, or they're on the 5th season now, I think.
Yeah.
So I believe they're stopping it at season 5 as well, at the end of season 5.
Are they?
Yes.
Fair
I
enough.
saw the write up on that. That's not unusual for HBO anyway.
No.
But yeah, it is good. I sort of had to come away from it and then I went back to it, and it is good. And I finished off Grimm this week.
Yay!
And just saying, such a shame they didn't
do the spin-off.
A spin-off with their children.
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest, they still could. Please do, because it would be amazing.
That's not likely now. They finished a while ago.
No, it's not likely. But it might be something they decide to do later down the line, or they'll rehash the whole thing. Doesn't need to be rehashed. It's done perfectly well the way it's done.
Yeah.
It's just it needs, if anything, to go on to the other bit, and they could still use their main characters because they went 20 years forward with the clip at the end.
Yeah.
So yeah, I love that. If you haven't seen it, Grimm is brilliant. It really is fabulous.
Yeah.
It's one of my favourites.
Yeah. And that's those.
And that is those. Oh, and just one other thing with that, Nick and Juliet are actually together in real life and have been since...
two of the main characters in it, yeah.
Yeah. As they, yeah, so no, it's just a nice little fan fiction bit, or fan fact. Right, so now guys, Weird and Wonderful, and as I said, remember it's centred more or less around dragons, but not in the Fashion Week at the moment. Fashion Week, I decided to go through my Borealis sort of jobby ones.
The
So
Borealis, yeah. Well,
this is
no,
the
yeah.
number one. I mean, they're stunning.
Mm.
They are so beautiful.
Yeah,
And actually, the different shapes and the different types of style of like similar colours and everything else,
yeah.
they would go for any body shape. I mean, some might look better on a slimmer person, some more on a mid-level person. You know, I just love that. I mean, can you imagine if that was the sort of thing you wore? I suppose in the olden days,
You'd
sort of
be able to
the
go,
rich
"Look."
did wear bits like that, and you know, but they're just beautiful.
Mm. How many you got this week?
6. There were 6 this week because I was clearing out some of my older stuff, and then when I realised that a lot of the stuff was dragon based. Now, although this is a cat,
I had seen this. Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Although this is a cat, that chair looks like it's been done over by a dragon's
Yeah,
claws.
so I'm selling a designer chair together with its designer.
And there you have the lovely designer.
Yeah.
I really do like Siamese cats.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't. They think they look evil, Darren included. But
I think it goes back from. Was it Lady and the Tramp or Aristocats? Is it?
Lady and the Tramp has
Is it?
some.
We are Siamese.
Yes, I think it was like.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were evil in that, admittedly, but all cats can be slightly not. Evil's the wrong word. They're
Sadistic.
independent. No, they are independent. They can rely on you or not. I mean, I love dogs, but I'm 100%. I could live without a dog, not without a cat. Although I've had to for a number of years because we're not in a suitable surround. That's why I have hamsters. I wouldn't not have hamsters, to be fair.
Nice.
Right.
This is a dragon. Whoa.
This, believe it or not, I've got 4 pictures of this with different perspectives. Just point out now, you really want to look at that lovely little Tootsie. But this was taken. These pictures were taken by a person basically that had been driving by and noticed it in someone's front yard. They stopped at the place, which was HAMster in Graham, NC. Don't know. Inside they have featured local artists that frequently change, and it's amazing. The dragon outside is too adorable. So this place was actually, it's been a long time, like I said, it had been on my phone for a long time, so I forgot it was actually somewhere that, but can you imagine, I mean, somewhere that local artists can display their stuff. It's just like, I don't know, I sort of love that. I know we get some places that are like it, and you get some that are quite outlandish and that. I prefer things that look like things, or that are really like mystically pretty and things like that. I mean, looking at, I don't know, something like a tyre with a bunch of daffs in, and say, I don't know, a shriveled up banana skin isn't my idea of art.
Nah.
But you know, each to their own, and is as people perceive, isn't it? Right, so we've got, instead of cakes of the week, what I've done is I went for 1 Christmas cake.
There's a cake, is it?
And 2 dragon cakes. So I'm sorry you're getting Christmas cakes this month because you won't be getting them in December.
No, you won't.
And
No.
I just thought this wasn't too Christmassy. It's okay, it's got the Christmas trees on, but it's quite wintry, and it's sort of got that frost sort of feel to it. But I loved that. Right, this next one I really absolutely am completely in love with.
Mordor.
I mean, we had a dragon wedding cake
No,
Well, we had a wedding cake with a dragon on top that was done in icing.
Nowhere near as good as that.
No,
No.
it was
That's
still a
gorgeous,
really
that
nice
was.
cake, but a friend of ours, mum did it. She was desperate to do it, and we just thought, well, why not? You know, we'd rather have somebody passionate doing it for us.
Yeah.
And
But he is cute.
but there was nothing like this really around.
No.
So, you know, we were quite lucky to get a dragon one at all, really, because you just didn't get that sort of.
Well, people weren't doing weddings like that.
No, we were
'Cause
trendsetters. Who knew?
The decorations we got from it, we got from a place that decorates nightclubs.
Yeah,
Because
I mean,
there
they
weren't
were
any other bits
amazing.
around.
I mean, you know, we couldn't afford a castle or what have you. I mean, that just goes to show
Well,
you.
it wasn't that. It was
The
you couldn't have enough
amount of
people at the castle.
and how far we'd have to travel for one as well. It just wasn't possible.
No.
But honestly, although they had a fairly blank canvas, I mean, crikey, it was Brighton Racecourse.
Yeah.
You know, essentially it had a bar in it and some screens and whatnot. Everything else, everything was covered up.
Yeah.
And
There was
you
fake
wouldn't,
walls and
you
fake
wouldn't
walls
believe. I
and
mean,
bits.
most like
All sorts of bit of flame coming up from the sides.
everybody was absolutely gobsmacked. I mean, my dad walked into the room, and he burst into tears, and he was not an emotional man. It was before his stroke, so you know he didn't. But yeah, it was loved, that room. It was beautifully done.
Yeah.
Right, so our next one and last one is one you can sort of do yourself.
All right. Yeah.
Right, so you could get technically.
I like that. I do. Yeah. Well, the same bit
It's really
Game of
nice.
Thrones.
This was actually a picture that I found on Wish, believe it or not.
Yeah.
Which is a selling site. You can get those moulds, so you get the complete kit.
Yeah.
For £15.75 with
enough,
shipping for £1 4p.
It's all right.
Now,
Yeah.
they did show other pictures on there. Obviously, I'd already done 3 cakes of the week, so I thought I can't really. But essentially, you could do different colours if you wanted to. You could do them as. You could use them for any sort of cake format, really.
That's right.
I mean, come to that, you could use them for clay.
This is true.
So, you know, I mean, nothing is set in stone. Most things can be used for different bits. Of course, wash them properly first, I would say, always. But yeah, I just thought that was excellent, and you know.
Yeah.
Right. So, of course, with the Dragon Week this week, I thought I'd give you Draculocetus vulgaris.
Yeah.
It's a species of aroid flowering plant in genus whatever the face is, and the arum family of Arcaceae. I've got no idea. Right, common names. This is why I actually copied this.
It's going to be a dragon bit. Yeah.
Dragon lily.
Yeah.
Dragon arum. Black arum.
Yeah.
And vampire lily.
That only went from Dracula. Yeah.
In Greece, part of its native range, the plant is called Dracocondia or Dracocondia.
Yeah.
The long spandex being viewed as a small dragon hiding in the space. No idea.
Yeah.
You get this. It's endemic to the Balkans, extending as far as Greece, Crete, the Agon Islands, and also southwestern parts of Anatolia. Or Anatolia, possibly.
If you don't know, Dracul is Romanian for dragon. And Dracula means son of the dragon.
That's right.
Because
Yeah.
Vlad the Impaler's dad was known as the dragon.
But is it just me?
And that's why the name came when Bram Stoker created the bit on him. Dracula.
No, I mean, is it just me, or is there something a bit triffidy about?
It is a bit, actually, yeah.
But I mean, it's amazing. If you want to buy bulbs for them, they are not cheap.
No.
No.
Really?
Right,
Oh,
so
that's a closer up bit of it.
that is a closer up bit.
It looks fake, doesn't it?
It does look fake. I know.
So it looks like it's made out of some sort of pottery bit in the centre.
I mean, you know, you might be able to make your own with a bit of tissue paper and sticky back plastic or whatever. You know, do a Blue Peter job on it. But yeah, I mean, but it is stunning. The colours are so vibrant. Right, so our next item
is a talk bracelet, armband.
it is. It's a dragon armlet with real amethyst.
Ooh, it's very pretty.
It is beautiful,
But
isn't it?
it's really bloody expensive as well.
I bet it is.
I know that's handmade silver and stuff. That is.
I mean, it is. It's stunning.
So that is expensive. That is.
As I said, I've had quite a few dragon related pictures, and it was just getting ridiculous. And I sort of looked at it. I thought, well, we're sort of theme it this week, then why not?
Yeah, why not indeed.
Right, so I couldn't do dragon stuff without doing dragon fruit. I'd be really interested. So this is how they look when they're growing.
All right.
On the plant they're on. A pitia, or pitihaya, is the fruit of several different cactus species indigenous to the Americas. Pitia usually refers to the fruit of genus Stensurus, while pitihaya, or dragon fruit, refers to fruit with genus whatever, but they're both in the cactusy family.
Genus whatever.
Apparently, taste wise,
We still haven't had any.
a faint sweet taste, much like an earthy watermelon. And the seeds give it a consistency similar to kiwi. It's also rich in magnesium.
Yeah, so it's one of these things
And
we
helps increase energy. So maybe we should try it though.
Yeah.
Just saying, but you know, increasing energy, that would be a good thing. Right, so this next one is a dragon butterfly.
Not a dragonfly, a
No.
dragon butterfly.
Lamprorus midges, or whatever it's called.
How does he keep those wings up?
The green,
He's only little.
I know. The green dragon tail is a species of swallowtail butterfly found in parts of South Asia and Southwest Asia as well. There are 10 subspecies. A specimen from Java is the type of species of genus Lamprotera. I don't know why I do this to myself. The green dragon tail butterfly from Southeast Asia is one of the smallest species of swallowtail butterfly, and one of the very few species with wing transparency. Oh, it has as well. If you look, you can actually see.
Yeah, you can see through it. Yeah.
I didn't register that because I was drawn to the beautiful sort of blue and against the black, but I didn't notice that before. I've not seen one of these at a butterfly house, I must admit.
No.
Right, so our next item is a sailfin dragon. Now, he is found in rainforests in the Philippines.
He's pretty. He's got blue eyes as well.
He's crested lizard, sail-finned lizard, sail-fin water lizard, so-so water lizard, or native name ibid. It's a big old lizard basically. It's on several islands that make up the Philippines, and is also found in New Guinea and some parts of eastern Indonesia. Lifespan is 25 years.
Oh yeah.
So it's not bad.
No. It's pretty good.
I mean, I mean, I think they go to 3 to 5 feet, something like that, and I believe the females are smaller. But don't quote me on that, because as I said, I didn't put everything in, and I haven't given you Latin names and such with this one, because my tongue can only twist so many times in a day, it's going to wear out. Right, so let's...
Oh, is that another one of them?
Yes, sorry, I meant to say, I've got 3 pictures,
Have you?
and that doesn't even colour the variation of colours.
Right,
so
you've got 3 pictures.
So knowing me, of course, I concentrated on the purples and blues and blacks, because that's just my preference.
Oh, look at him, isn't he pretty?
Beautiful, isn't he?
Yeah.
But they do come in greens as well. I mean, they've got some seriously vibrant coloured ones as well. But they're beautiful, and they're so different, so many different pictures, and I thought, no, I'm going to stick to 3 because I've already given them 6 dresses. Right. Next is incredible sand
sculpture.
Yeah, I mean, it is lovely. I've actually had a few sand pictures. Sand sculpture pictures. I've put on screenshot for you guys over the next few weeks and so on.
So it looks like a woman by his nose.
But it is beautiful.
It is.
Right, so now we're on to the crochet section. So I've actually, I mean, these 3 little dudes, I did them more so for the eggs than anything else. They're really cutesy. But I actually quite liked the eggs, and having them beside them only stand out that they're dragon eggs.
Yeah. I mean, they could be bats otherwise, can they?
They're really cute. You get different styles of dragons anyway. Right, so our next picture.
Yeah.
Because you've got 5 crochet, that's one.
Right. They're crocheted?
They're all crocheted, yeah. I mean, honestly, these people have got some talent.
Wow.
But I mean, it never ceases to amaze me, but what I try to do is show a variation of different skills, because to be perfectly honest, even the most basic is incredible to me.
Well, yeah.
Not that any of these are basic as such.
Not at all, no.
No. I mean, you should imagine they're quite intricate.
Not
It's gorgeous, isn't it?
The tail goes down to the roof.
Yeah. They're beautiful.
Yeah.
No, I did do 5 pictures of them because they're quite different.
Oh, look at him!
I know. They're amazing.
Who's he?
He's sort of more Chinese style
He is,
with
yes.
the way it is.
The lizardy sort of it, yeah.
He's going to start me off in a minute, people.
Right. And
now, believe it or not, you can see a big black blob on there that I've put on because obviously it's a child's face. That is a child of about 2 or 3 years of age.
Sitting on his pet dragon.
Sitting on his pet dragon. I mean, seriously, wow. All of our page boys had like fake chain mail doodahs, and they looked gorgeous. Quite a few of you are on my personal Facebook page now, and I have got wedding photos on there.
Right. Look. That's a bench.
Yes, it is. It's beautifully carved. The person that did this has done quite a lot of other different carvings, so I've also got some pictures of them for a later date. Oh, excuse me. But you know me, I like to have some wood carving on there. I do like it as a material. It's natural. It's quite often trees that have been fallen down themselves. So Right, so now we're on to cake fails.
Right. Need to. Are you ready?
We have 6 pictures this week, although not
What the
6.
bloody hell is that supposed to be?
That is supposed to be a dragon.
Is it really?
That is
All right.
supposed to be a dragon.
What part of a dragon?
I have no idea. If it was supposed to be a mermaid tail, it might be
I say
a
it's
little
closer
bit.
to a mermaid, isn't it?
But even as a mermaid tail, I mean, each tail, they tried. It's their baby's first birthday. Their baby's just going to stick its face in it anyway.
If that.
Or squish it to bits with his fingers.
Yeah.
So, you know, just saying.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I think we can say a fail on that one.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Now that's the birthday cake of nightmares.
I suppose it's this thing from Nightmares and stuff, Nightmares, isn't it? God.
Now this was under Dragon.
Was it really?
Dragon Cake Fails, this was under Dragon Cake Fails, even though I think it probably was supposed to be the Nessie or possibly a dinosaur.
All the Maltesers around there, it looks like it's
had an accident.
Yeah.
Yes.
Several accidents, yes, yeah.
Also looks like it's got blood coming out of its nose.
I say one of the accidents was being born. Yeah,
Oh. But somebody tried their best, and even to get that sort of basic bit, I mean, one of the problems is they tried icing it before the cake was properly cool. And judging by the sort of mushiness of it as well, they tried cutting it into some sort of shape before it was cooled down enough as well.
Yeah.
But right, now on the surface, that looks impressive, doesn't it? Until I point out that to me, it looked like Toothless has diarrhea.
I say it's
and once I thought that, I just couldn't not see it.
He's on rocks in the centre of a pool.
Yes, but it's all brown.
Yeah.
He looks like he's had an awful, awful night. And the problem is, once I saw that, I thought, well, do you know what, guys? Why not? I'll show it to you from a different perspective so you can still make a really good cake. But if you see it from a different perspective to everybody else, it sort of spoils it a little bit. Right. Fabulous, isn't it?
There's nothing wrong with that.
No, there's not. Now then, this is why I had so many pictures this week. I have got a picture of this, as this is what the person wanted to make. What they actually made.
What actually made was. Oh my god.
Now.
I can't even work out what that is.
No. So this
Hopefully
is
this kill me on this.
Yeah. This is why I actually put 3 pictures of this on, because I thought I'd show you a close-up of what it should be.
They haven't actually put any icing on it.
No, it doesn't look like it, does it?
By the looks of it. It looks like it's got a couple of cupcakes in the centre, with a cakey bit going around the outside, and they sort of put a little bit of red on it.
What they've done is they've used a mould, and when it came out of the mould, it didn't come out clean, Darren.
Yeah.
So those cupcakey bits, my guessing is that there was a gaping hole that just looked wrong. So they've tried to fix it, but unfortunately the head didn't come out clean or anything like that, because you can see the wing.
Yeah.
But in case you forget what it was supposed to look like, I thought I'll show you a picture as well of the two together.
Oh.
Darren's going to have to shrink it.
I have to shrink it now. There we go. Shrink it. There you go.
So,
Nailed it. There you go. Nailed it. There's no problem with that at all.
No, I mean, obviously one of the eggs didn't come out properly either. Looking at it like that.
Oh, it's not even the same thing.
Oh, honey, it is. It's the mould. That's what I'm saying.
Where's the head then?
The head had disintegrated. It's probably the head, my guess. The head and the tail, part of the tail, is still in the silicone mould. My guess is they tried taking it out before it had cooled down properly, or they hadn't used stuff on the inside of it so it would actually come out and not stick.
Yeah. Right.
Right, so...
Oh, I've seen these before. These are wicked. They are very expensive though.
They are incredibly expensive. I didn't even bother. I didn't put down the price actually.
No, so I've seen them before. They are very.
Yeah.
They're all different ones. You get ones.
Oh, you can get
ones that looks like a It's
dragon.
a baby dragon over your back with the head coming over the shoulder.
That's right. It was a black dragon, and I was worried it wouldn't show up particularly well on the thing. But I just love that. Can you imagine? I mean, it's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
But beware if you do try and order something like that from somewhere like AliExpress.
It won't look anything like that.
It won't. You won't necessarily get what you're asking for.
No, because the picture is the
same
actual
as,
item.
like figures and bits like that. There's only so far it can take you. Right. So our next item, rather than having the vet signs to finish off part 1, I decided to go for 3 dragon signs because I just felt like it. Now, admittedly, this is one that's around, I believe it's around Scotland, around the Loch Ness
No,
road sign,
the
possibly.
wrong side of the road. That's
I only said I believe.
No, so it's on the right hand side of the road. So no.
I mean, I just think it's wicked. It could be a dragon, it could be the Loch Ness monster. I don't think it's a dinosaur. It doesn't look like a dinosaur to me.
Where's it got? Do not meddle in the affairs of dragons, for your crunchy and gooey ketchup. We've actually got that.
We
in the
have
kitchen.
got that sign, but our sign's more comical
Cutesy
dragon,
sort of bit, yeah.
and it's a long sign rather than a. But that is still good.
It is, yeah.
It tickled me
We
the
saw
first
loads
time
of
I read it. It still tickles me.
Yeah.
Talking of tickling,
If you can't take the heat, don't tickle the dragon.
that's right.
Yeah.
Again, I love these signs.
But don't tickle the sleeping dragon, isn't it?
Yeah, something like that.
The Latin bit for Hogwarts. Don't.
Yeah, I think
yeah,
so.
something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, all our horror films we planned on watching last week, it just
We
didn't.
didn't watch any, no.
It didn't happen, did it?
We haven't even watched the new Hocus Pocus one either.
No. But never fear, when we watch them, we will let you know.
Yeah.
Right, so guys, that is the end of part 1. Almost part 3.
Part 1, yeah. Yeah,
So,
I nearly went like that as well. Yeah, I nearly went part 2. Yeah.
so
A Roman walks into a bar and says, 5 beers, please.
it's terrible, isn't it? Right. So, end of part 1.
Yep.
We will see you back in part 2 for our animal shaming,
Yeah.
Darren's bits, and all about you guys and the shops we deal with.
Yeah.
See you there.
Bye.